is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. You still can't sell it, but in the city of Madison, it is now legal to smoke marijuana or have a certain amount with you. This comes after a common council decision late last night.
Madeline O'Neill heard from the Madison Police Department, UW-Madison Police, and the city attorney's office with what to expect.
Marijuana may become a more common sight and smell in Madison.
It's been decriminalized even further.
New ordinances take the penalty for a cannabis citation down from $50 to $1. And if you're 18 or older, now you won't get a citation if you have 28 grams or less. And now you're allowed to smoke it in public wherever tobacco is allowed.
So it's not like you can smoke marijuana in a restaurant or in a bar, but you could walking down the street now.
Interim Madison Police Chief Vic Wall is expressing a few concerns, saying his preference would be for marijuana law changes to happen at the state level for consistency. And he wishes the change would apply to those 21 and older. In a statement, Wall writes that in times when officers interact with people with small amounts of marijuana, citations can, quote, be an important tool for officers who are trying to address other problem behaviors where no other options are present. On the UW-Madison campus, the University Police Department writes in a statement that, quote, it is important to note that this action does not apply to campus as state lands are not governed by local ordinances, adding that their enforcement surrounding marijuana is most often civil forfeiture citations.
While it is decriminalized, it still is considered a controlled substance, and individuals need to take that into account.
Something else to take into account, it's still illegal to drive under the influence.
If you are going to consume marijuana, please do so safely.
In Madison, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Now, according to police, the Dane County District Attorney's Office has a general policy not to charge simple possession of marijuana in cases with small amounts, typically less than 28 grams, but will charge in unusual circumstances or if it's part of another criminal act. In Madison, heavier penalties still apply for those charged with intent to deliver cannabis.
And not everyone's excited about the marijuana decriminalization in the city. District 9 Alder Paul Skidmore was the only one on the council to vote against the new ordinances last night. He tells us he's concerned about its behavior-altering effects and thinks decriminalizing it is a slippery slope.
I think this is the wrong message to be sending. We have a real problem with addiction of a lot of different controlled substances, and this is not how we're helping to control it.
Alder Skidmore says he's also concerned about the push to legalize marijuana statewide. Well, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with a look at our first warn forecast.
Well, the winds are still pretty brisk here in the backyard, but for the most part, those winds are out of the south and southwest, and that's keeping temperatures mild. The time lapse from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison shows just high cirrus clouds for much of the day and plenty of sunshine. That, coupled with those strong southerly winds, allowed temperatures to climb into the upper 40s and lower 50s through much of southern Wisconsin. In fact, Madison topped out at 50. Temperatures are mainly in the upper 40s north and east of Madison, and in the lower to middle 50s south and west of town. The warm spot was Boscoville at 56 degrees. Right now, temperatures are still in the middle 40s. These haven't changed very much through the evening hours, and I don't expect them to change very much overnight. We'll see nearly steady temperatures in the middle 40s, and that, coupled with these winds that are still gusting at times to 25 to 30 miles per hour out of the south, will keep temperatures from falling very much. So we'll start out at about 46 tomorrow morning. Look for a partly sunny, windy, and even milder day tomorrow with a high of 61. But all good things must come to an end. The temperatures will start dropping on Friday. It'll be colder for the weekend. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Governor Evers extending the state's emergency order. That includes the mask mandate until January. It has faced several legal challenges since it was first announced, but today the governor calling on Republicans to support it.
Republicans in the legislature support this effort. That's why today I'm also once again calling on Republicans to withdraw their support for this lawsuit and to publicly support our new public health emergency and face coverings order.
On Monday, the state Supreme Court heard arguments over whether the governor exceeded his authority with the mask mandate. If it struck down, it would then be up to local governments. And for the first time since the start of the pandemic, Wisconsin has exceeded 8,000 cases in a single day. 50 more people have died from complications in the last 24 hours. There were also more than 280 new hospitalizations.
In less than 10 months, COVID-19 has now killed 250,000 people in the United States. According to Johns Hopkins University, the milestone was reached this evening. Federal numbers show COVID has now killed more Americans than strokes, suicides, and car crashes typically do in a full year combined. The FDA today has authorized the first at-home rapid COVID-19 test. The Lucira all-in-one test kit is available by prescription for self-diagnosis. The kit includes a sterile swab, a sample vial, a test unit, batteries, and a plastic disposable bag. The FDA says you administer the nasal swab and then insert it into the vial, which enters the test unit for analysis. Results are displayed on the test unit by a color change indicator. Minnesota is taking dramatic preventative steps today. The governor, Tom Walz, announcing a new order which will close indoor dining, bars, and gyms for the next 4 weeks. Bars and restaurants will still be allowed to offer takeout during the month-long pause. Governor Walz told reporters that the state is trying to ease the strain on hospitals.
The biggest school district in the country now shifting to all online learning. New York City's mayor and school's chancellor announced today school buildings will close starting tomorrow, keeping its 1 million plus students home. The city had said since summer that school buildings would close if 3% of all coronavirus tests performed citywide over a 7-day period came back positive. The mayor tweeted that the city has now hit that mark. President Trump asking for a recount in just 2 Wisconsin counties, both of which are 2 Democratic strongholds, Milwaukee County and right here in Dane County. The formal recount paperwork was filed this afternoon ahead of the 5 p.m. deadline. The move is a long shot bid to overturn President-elect Joe Biden's victory in Wisconsin. President Trump has refused to concede and instead has promoted conspiracy theories about voter fraud. Trump campaign transferred $3 million to the state for the recount, and this evening the State Elections Commission met virtually to discuss the request, going over the procedures and guidelines. Both Dane and Milwaukee counties will have 13 days to recount those ballots.
The Rock County clerk says she's had to call the sheriff's office after a piece of misinformation led to non-stop calls from throughout the country. An error from an Associated Press reporter flipped the results for Trump and Biden in the county. While it was quickly corrected, a screen grab was blocked, then shared by Eric Trump. That has since been shared more than 27,000 times. Tollefson says calls in the following days accused them of fraud.
Anger that you could hear in their voices, the persistence of not listening or any acceptance that what we had was right on our website. There's some people who will not ever accept the results as they are. They're afraid to look beyond that and accept it.
Rock County is not part of Trump's Wisconsin recount, but Lisa Tollefson says their totals are accurate.
President-elect Biden spoke with frontline healthcare workers today as he continues to focus on the pandemic. Meanwhile, President Trump is at the White House. No public events as he continues to fight the results of the election. Michael George is in Wilmington, Delaware with the latest.
President-elect Joe Biden held a virtual roundtable with healthcare workers as he continues to craft a pandemic response plan without the cooperation of the Trump administration.
There's a whole lot of things that are we just don't have available to us, which unless it's made available soon, we're going to be behind.
In Wisconsin, where Biden won by more than 20,000 votes, the Trump campaign has wired $3 million to fund a partial recount in the state's 2 largest counties.
We must complete the recount by December 1st. The recount will begin Friday.
On Twitter, President Trump attacked Georgia's recount as a joke.
I think at this point, the American people just want to make sure that every legitimate vote is counted.
Georgia election officials say they're in good shape to finish the audit by the Wednesday night deadline.
By noon tomorrow is our goal to have the information, the audit report out to everyone.
President Trump fired his top election security official, Chris Krebs, after Krebs pushed back against claims of widespread voter fraud. A Biden team spokesman said Krebs was, quote, fired for telling the truth.
He's always seemed very capable and knowledgeable to me. Having said that, any president, is entitled to surround himself with advisors of his choice.
Krebs served as DHS Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency Director. He told CBS News in a phone call that he expected to be fired, and he has no regrets. Michael George, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
Despite the pandemic, President Trump will go ahead with the traditional Thanksgiving turkey pardoning ceremony. That's from a White House official who says the annual event is set for this coming Tuesday. According to the National Turkey Foundation, 2 birds will come from a farm in Iowa. They will arrive in Washington by train next week. The pardoning is a presidential tradition going back at least 73 years. House Democrats are backing Nancy Pelosi to continue as Speaker in the new Congress. The Democrats nominated her today. A full House floor vote is expected in January, and she needs a majority to retain the role. Democrats will have a slimmer House majority in the new Congress. Pelosi is the only woman to serve as Speaker of the House, and she's also the only woman to serve as Minority Leader. If she is approved in January, this will be her 4th 2-year term.
Addiction rates have skyrocketed over the past few years, but a new Madison home is hoping to help fight that. Tellurian and the organization Speak Up for Jeremy are teaming together to open a sober living home for men. They announced today that home will be located on Madison's east side. The home is named Jeremy's Place in honor of Jeremy Liquars, who lost his battle with substance use disorder in 2018. Jeremy's mother has been working to help educate and support other families since then.
Because we lost my son Jeremy on May 16th, 2018, and substance use disorder carries like an unbearable amount of pain and misunderstanding, loneliness and shame.
She has a message for all families of someone struggling with substance use disorder. There is hope. Jeremy's Place is expected to open in about 6 months.
Still ahead at 10 as Pfizer releases new COVID vaccine data. We are taking a closer look at the massive logistical undertaking underway right now. Stay with us.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom. It's time to cozy up and have fun. Go ahead, give your home those new items you're craving for a comfy new feel. The time is right. It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices. Get your look for less at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, Grandma.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Imagine life in that, or that. Having zero stress. Wasting zero energy worrying. 0 days wanting less seats, more seats, and 0 regrets. Imagine that. 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Jetta S today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
It takes growers like yourself to produce these great sandwiches at Culver's.
Every bite tastes like chicken is supposed to.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to delicious.
It's Black Friday now at A1 Furniture with savings up to 40% off our everyday low prices and amazing doorbuster deals. Get this 3-piece sectional just $8.99. Plus, get 48 months free financing on purchases over $9.99. Black Friday on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Good luck, honey.
You got this. You got this. I believe with your investment, I can take this to the next level.
Come skateboard.
We'll get you on some physical therapy.
Dean Health Plan, we've got you covered, Taria.
Good news, we'll take 1,000 units. Okay.
Live your life with the plan for every moment. Dean Health Plan.
Hi everyone, Thursday morning, we're a week away from Thanksgiving, and the holidays combined with the COVID-19 pandemic are making for a critical shortage of blood donations. How you can help on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Well, Welcome back. Governor Tony Evers today has announced $6.6 million in COVID-19 out-of-school support grants. The money will go to 42 organizations providing care to school-age kids during the pandemic. The grants were funded by the Federal CARES Act. Money can go to pandemic-related impacts like lost revenue, increased staffing costs, cleaning, and sanitization. Pfizer will file for emergency authorization for its new coronavirus vaccine with the FDA on Friday. The final analysis of Pfizer's new coronavirus vaccine confirms that it is 95% effective with no safety concerns. An independent group monitoring the phase 3 clinical trial says the vaccine even proved effective in higher risk older adults. In the study, 170 patients contracted COVID-19. Nearly all of those, 162 of them, received the placebo.
Well, while several COVID-19 vaccine candidates are showing promise, there are still massive transportation hurdles. Pfizer's a German company. Today, we're getting an inside look at how the German airline Lufthansa is preparing to ship this precious cargo around the world. Fred Pleitchen reports.
While the world's passenger airlines face an uncertain future because of COVID-19, freight airlines like Lufthansa Cargo are gearing up for a huge operation to try to help end the pandemic. In the coming months and years, airlines like Lufthansa Cargo face the daunting challenge of having to transport billions of doses of vaccine around the world. As a rule of thumb, they say, the colder a vaccine needs to be stored, the more difficult it is to ship it. Several vaccine makers believe they'll be able to apply for an emergency use authorization for their candidates soon. But Pfizer's vaccine, for instance, needs to be stored at around minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 70 degrees Celsius, requiring complicated cooling. Lufthansa says its pharma logistics hubs are equipped to handle ultra-cold medical cargo, using special containers like these packed with dry ice. Still, keeping them cold enough isn't easy, the head of the pharma hub says.
The temperature, minus 70 degrees, is really a challenge because we have to use dry ice in the bunker. We for sure need dry ice within the compartment, so we need more dry ice. We have another dry ice concentration on board the aircraft, so these are all things that we have to consider.
Another issue, the dry ice emits a lot of CO2 gas. That can be dangerous for flight crews inside the plane, so each cargo flight can only carry a limited amount of containers holding dry ice. The challenges are immense, but the airline says it's been building capacities and consulting with vaccine makers and thinks it's ready to start delivering vials as soon as a candidate gets regulatory approval.
Of course, this is a special situation, but given this, what we have done during the last month with all these masks, with all the flexibility, with all the things we had to produce and to perform on very, very short notice, our team, I believe, is ready for this challenge.
A massive logistical challenge as the world not only waits for a vaccine to be certified, but also to be delivered fast and in large amounts. Fred Pleitchen, CNN, Frankfurt, Germany.
Children in the U.S. are on track to miss about 9 million routine vaccinations by the end of the year. Today, Blue Cross Blue Shield released data indicating 26% fewer kids were given routine immunizations compared to last year. 40% of parents and legal guardians said the pandemic made them miss routine vaccinations for their children. The company's chief medical officer said if the trend continues, the threat of widespread outbreaks of diseases like polio, measles, and whooping cough would increase.
Carnival Cruise Line today put all of its U.S. operations on pause until the end of January. That means no Carnival ships will be leaving any U.S. ports until at least January 31st. But many Carnival cruises will be on hold even longer. Ships that depart from Baltimore, Charleston, Jacksonville, Long Beach, Mobile, New Orleans, and San Diego will all be on hold until the end of February. Time now for our first warned forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now from the Backyard Weather Patio.
It's a little windy out here still, but those winds are out of the south, and that will keep temperatures up overnight. As we look at three things things you need to know in the forecast. Look for another windy day tomorrow, but high temperatures will be in the lower 60s. It won't be as mild for Friday and a little colder for Saturday, but right now we've taken the precipitation out of the forecast for those days. There's a shower chance on Sunday, maybe mixed with a few flakes of snow in the morning, then again in the evening before it comes to an end, but right now even that's looking iffy. We did have to make a different change in the middle part of next week. This is future track beginning about 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and a weather system now looks like it'll be farther north and probably will affect Wisconsin as we head from Tuesday into early Wednesday. Initially, we'll see rain on Tuesday afternoon, but Tuesday night it could get cold enough for a mix of rain and snow, or maybe even a changeover to snow. The possibility for some minor accumulations, especially north of Madison. That should wind down pretty quickly on Wednesday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, skies will be clearing out, and that should set up a pretty nice Thanksgiving day, not only for our part of the Midwest, but pretty much for much of the country. The system that'll be moving through our area Tuesday and Wednesday will be heading through New England during the day on Thanksgiving, but pretty much about 95% of the rest of the country should be precipitation free. High temperatures today, upper 40s in northern Wisconsin, around 50 here in southern Wisconsin, lower 50s in southwestern Wisconsin, pulling out to the west, 60s across parts of central and western Iowa. Wind gusts today gusted in the 35 to 40 mile per hour range, and we'll see strong winds tomorrow, especially south and east of Madison, where wind advisories are in effect for parts of northeastern Illinois. But our upper level winds are from west to east. That's bringing a mild Pacific air and should keep us warm for tomorrow with high temperatures in the lower 60s as that warm front moves in. But a couple of cold fronts to the north and west will drop temperatures. Right now, temperatures are in the middle 40s. They probably won't move very much overnight. And for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 61 in Madison with partly sunny skies and brisk southwesterly winds. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures drop to the lower 50s Friday, lower 40s on Saturday, lower 40s on Sunday again with that shower chance. Rain Tuesday afternoon, could mix with snow Tuesday night into Wednesday morning before ending. Right now, Thanksgiving should be dry, as well as Friday and Saturday, and probably Sunday of the holiday weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. Zach is off tonight. We do have some sports news, though. When we come back, the Badgers releasing their long-awaited basketball schedule today. We'll take a look at some of the highlights. That's next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $199. That's $199 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2020 is this week. Save 11% on DuPont air filters. They improve your indoor air quality and remove harmful particles. These allergen air filters are $2.99 after 11% rebate. Keep that filtered air moving with Broan bath fans. They're a stylish option that helps prevent excess moisture from damaging your bathrooms. Get 11% off all Broan bath fans during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2020.
Save big money at Menards.
Black Friday deals start now at Steinhafels. Save big when you take 35% off store-wide on the largest selection of in-stock furniture at Black Friday prices. Like any size Sealy mattress for just $99 and a 3-piece pub set for just $199. How about a cozy fireplace, now $399? This reclining sofa, only $479. Or a solid wood bed for $749. So start your Black Friday shopping now at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Every single brand we carry is Black Friday price to move today. Check out front load washer and dryer pairs starting at $10.98 or just $5.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Now through November 18th, join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Don't let stress weigh you down. Get up and get moving in a squeaky clean club for just $1 down. Spread out while you work out with cardio distancing. And check the new crowd meter in our app to pick the best time to visit. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry, deal ends November 18th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today. Positive cases are skyrocketing. Hospitals are filling up. Businesses are closing. Death counts are rising. Wisconsin is losing. Our frontline workers are doing all they can, but they can't do it alone. More people are getting sick and dying. Unless we make changes, there will be more deaths we could have prevented. You can change this. Mask up. Wash your hands frequently. Social distance if you go out. We can stop this if we all do our part.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero do-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A deal from earlier in the week for the Milwaukee Bucks has fallen through. Sacramento forward Bogdan Bogdanovic has opted for free agency. And tonight, 5 months after it was originally planned, the NBA held its draft. Minnesota taking Georgia guard Anthony Edwards, #1 overall. Golden State took Memphis big man James Wiseman, #2, followed by another one of the Ball brothers. This time, LaMelo joins big brother Lonzo as the only brother top 5 picks in NBA history. LaMelo going to Charlotte. The Bucks had the 24th pick, but that was sent to New Orleans, who then traded it to Denver. That was part of the Drew Holiday deal. The Badgers basketball team releasing its schedule for the upcoming season begins a week from today against Eastern Illinois right here in Madison. They'll rekindle the I-94 rivalry against Marquette in Milwaukee December 4th. And the Badgers open the conference slate. That'll be against Nebraska December 21st. And a reminder, no fans will be allowed at any home games at the Kohl Center this year. An NFL game this weekend will feature an all-black officiating crew for the first time in league history. The crew, which will officiate this Sunday's game between the Buccaneers and the Rams, will be led by 17-year veteran Jerome Boger. NFL Executive Vice President of Football Operations says, quote, "This week, 11 crews is a testament to the countless and immeasurable contributions of black officials to the game."
This week, the president of the International Olympic Committee visited the Olympic Village and Stadium in Tokyo, Japan. President Thomas Bach toured the facilities yesterday as the city works to ensure they are safe and prepared to host guests and athletes from around the world. The games were supposed to be hosted there this year, but they were delayed until next summer because of the pandemic. The Olympic torch relay will begin in March, with the torch making its way to Tokyo, where it will light the Olympic cauldron on July 23rd to signal the official start of the games. Well, with extra time on their hands like everyone else during the pandemic, the Harlem Globetrotters decided to perfect a few new tricks. In fact, announced today, they even set 3 new world records. The first for the highest throw and catch of a spinning basketball, 20 feet 1 inch to be exact. The second, a record-breaking farthest behind the back basketball shot, which is 45 feet 6 inches. And finally, the record for the most bounced basketball figure 8 moves performed in 1 minute, which is now 62. A representative of Guinness World Records was on hand to certify those results. We'll be right back.
Officially amazing.
Thank you. It's amazing to be a part of the organization and great.
Black Friday starts now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off doorbusters and special holiday buys available now. Plus, get our very best Black Friday bonus deals, up to an extra 20% off our sale prices store-wide. Bring the holidays home early at Ashley Home Store.
Great day on the lake.
It is. Lunch is cooking.
And I saved a bunch of money on my boat insurance with Geico.
Are you?
Fellas, can it get any better than this? Whoa. My old hairstyle grew back.
So did mine. What? I was an 80s kid.
It only gets better when you switch and save with Geico.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
My wife had a tough week at work and she needed a break. I stopped by Quick Trip and they say, I want to surprise my wife with a special dinner. And the Quick Trip lady was like, our take-home meals are freshly made and absolutely delicious. I recommend the fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. And I'm like, sign me up. Upon arriving home, my wife says, wow, what's the occasion? And I'm like, just you. And she's like, looks like someone's getting dessert. Bless you, Quick Trip.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Time to start it up, America. You've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. It's our thing. So we're giving you incredible deals on the Built Ford Tough F-150 and Ford Ranger. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays. Get $9,522 in total savings on F-150 XLT, plus $1,000 trade assist during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event.
Black Friday mattress deals start now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 70% off mattress doorbusters, plus interest-free financing for up to 6 years on Tempur-Pedic and Beautyrest Black mattresses, and free quick ship delivery. Black Friday is on now at Ashley Home Store.
Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, Charlie Brown and the gang are coming back to broadcast TV. PBS, PBS Kids, and Apple announcing today that the Peanuts gang will be coming to television for the holidays after all through Apple TV+. They have the rights to the Peanuts content now. A new deal with PBS will enable the broadcaster to air a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and a Charlie Brown Christmas this year. The beloved specials will air ad-free on November 22nd and also on December 13th. Respectively. A couple of classics for us, for all of us homebound during these holidays.
That's good news.
That is. That is. Those are classics. And Gary's on the backyard patio with a little bit of a warm-up coming our way tomorrow, Gary.
Well, temperatures right now are in the middle 40s, and they're not going to change very much overnight as those winds continue strong out of the south. Look for a high tomorrow of 61 degrees with partly sunny skies. Be a little colder for Friday, a little colder still for the weekend. Maybe a chance of a shower Sunday. Better chances for rain Tuesday into Tuesday night when it could mix with some snow, but right now Thanksgiving looks to be dry and pleasant.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.